How's it going, YouTube? Decode here, and welcome to episode number 4 of our SPT Hatchet 2 Heroes series. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, I would highly recommend doing so before tuning into this one, just so you can keep up to date with how we are progressing through this series so far. So far we've done 11 raids, survived 7 and died in 4. All 4 of these pretty much came in one episode, which I think was like episode 2, which was a little bit unfortunate. We're just trying to get some task progress going, and we just had a really unfortunate series of events happen. But it does put us at a 63 survival % rating, so we can't be too upset with that side of things. And in the last episode, as you can see, we did end up running a pistol, meaning that we finished off the stirrup task for Skier fairly early on. So I'm actually really happy with how that kind of went out, or played out, should I say. We also managed to get a UMP and a Vepr Hunter off of some players as well. But we are running out of stash room, which is a little bit unfortunate. Solely because we kind of need this room in order to be able to progress further. However, these two rigs were the rigs that we ended up picking up in the previous episode with the loot side of things. So we could probably go ahead and sell the axe, the fire steel and Lupo's beans for a little bit of money. We can hand in the dog tags to Skier to get the Friend from West Part 1 dog tag side of things turned in and underway. We've killed 2 PMCs and got 3 dog tags so far for that, so it's not a bad start to that in the slightest. Probably sell the defuel for now because we're not going to end up using it anytime soon. I'm kind of tempted to sell this site because there's nothing we can put it on, and I've never actually used this site before, so I don't know if it's any good. Meaning we can free up a couple of slots in there just to chuck in this power cord even. I was about to say paracord then. And then move everything else kind of down a little bit just so we make a little bit more room. But let's go ahead and sell a few bits to Jaeger. In fact, we can probably sell, I was about to say, we'll probably sell a couple of bits to him. We'll sell the other bits to Therapist, and then the site we'll sell to Peacekeeper to get our dollars going up in order to actually get him unlocked to level 2 as soon as possible. But let's unlock our daily tasks whilst we are on this particular menu. So we need to survive 4 customs runs to be able to finish off this task for Prapor. We need to go ahead and eliminate scavs from over 15 meters on reserve for a therapist task. And then Mechanic wants us to hand over a power cord and a USB adapter. We don't actually have a USB adapter right now. We do have the power cord, so we can hand that in. But I think we wait until we find a USB adapter before we do anything there. So we're going to take the Grand Juice into this next raid, but I'm not too sure what weapon I want to run. I'm kind of thinking actually to go in with this AK, because it does allow us to free up a little bit more room in our stash to pop in the mags and the GT ammo. We do have the unknown key for the extortionist task, so that's something else we can look to try and accomplish in today's episode, because I'm pretty sure the survivals were on customs, right? Yeah, they were. So what other tasks do we have for customs right now? I think it's just the extortionist. So if we go ahead and do Luxurious Life on Ground Zero to start with, this will then open up, I'm pretty sure, the Pocket Watch quest on customs, which allows us to obviously go back into customs for the extortionist and to get the bronze Pocket Watch. Still looking to get some Salewas, so we can probably go to some med places there, and we also need to find an Iskra ration pack for Jaeger. So I think that is what we're going to go ahead and do. We'll jump into a Ground Zero raid to begin this particular episode, and then after that Ground Zero raid we'll go ahead and jump into a customs run. But let's put the magazines into our rig so we actually have somewhere to grab them from, and then we'll also chuck in a couple of stacks of backup ammo for the AK. Do we have enough room? We don't have enough room for the pistol as it is, but we can take the mag out and then pop the pistol in and go from there. So I think without further ado we are going to jump into our first raid. It looks like we do have some insurance to come back. So we will actually go ahead and grab our insurance whilst we still remember. We're going to put that onto our PMC. We'll grab these. I'm not too fussed about the TK Fast MT because it's not the greatest helmet in the world, but I will take the Shattered Mask because it's a little bit more protection for us if we do end up losing our helmet. We've already put on our face covering that we had back from insurance. So, without further ado, let's jump into a ground zero run and get this task completed for Prapor. Alrighty, so ground zero has loaded up for us, and once again it seems that this game likes to spawn us in the underground section, which isn't too bad I suppose, but at the same time the liquor store that we need to go to is up top, so we will need to go ahead and head up there as soon as possible. With regards to loot, I'm probably going to start not bringing the backpack in at some point, just so we can limit the amount that we have in our stash. But I think we also need to look to try and get a few things going in terms of stash, like the stash upgrade and hideout upgrades. Because if we go ahead and do that, we'll end up actually having a lot more room in our stash to be able to store the loot that we bring out of raid. But whilst we have a backpack on us, we'll just go ahead and loot the underground section here. Head up top, get the wine bottle that we need for the task, and then we'll probably end up going ahead and leaving the raid from there. So not really here for like any PvP or anything on those lines. It's solely a case of us wanting to come in and get the task completed. We will go ahead and take that pistol. And much like I keep saying in previous episodes, we need to remember that we actually have room in our fanny pack to store things. So for example, we can put the motor and say like the kite in there for now. And then at least that way we have a little bit more room in the backpack to pick up the bigger items that we may find during the course of the raids. But so far, much like our previous Ground Zero raids, we haven't actually heard any sort of shooting on the map at all just yet. Normally on this particular map it does happen, but it happens like a couple of minutes into the raid, whereas when we go somewhere like Woods or Customs, it seems that the shooting in the map actually happens a lot sooner. So we do need to just kind of bear that in mind. I don't think we need that master toolkit right now, so we'll go ahead and loot it, but then pop it back for the XP. Let's go ahead and loot this little section in here, which has the toolbox as well as the two jackets. And then we'll go ahead and head up top to find this liquor store in order to get the wine bottle that Prapor is after. Because as I said, that is the main kind of concern, I guess, for this particular raid. Do we actually have any money in our Willer's wallet? We do, okay. That does mean that we have the option to take the car exfil if the car exfil is up for us. As long as like no other PMCs end up taking it, we will have that option to ourselves to be able to go ahead and use the exfil. That BP ammo might come in handy. I don't really want to take anything out of my container though. Even though I do have a CMS in the stash, I kind of want to keep hold of the CMS that we have, because it is a 5 out of 5 unused CMS. It's really weird because we have not heard any sort of gunfight going down, and I'm a little bit confused right now as to why. So we're what, a few minutes into a raid now? Normally by this point we would have heard some shots ring out across the map, but we've heard absolutely nothing, which is a bit strange and a little bit concerning, because part of me thinks, oh, did like all of the mods load, did I change any settings? I haven't touched anything like that, so I'm hoping that isn't the case. But just hearing no sort of gunshots, no gunfire, no firefights at all is a little concerning in terms of how quiet this raid actually is. we need to be over the other side. I kind of went for a 50-50 gamble, and it didn't quite pay off for us, because we need to be over there rather than over here. That's fine, we'll make our way across there in a second. Okay. Not sure where those shots are coming from. It's got to be in front of us somewhere. Yeah, I still can't see where those shots are coming from. But the map is now all of a sudden livened up. I don't really want to repeat this. I kind of want to run over that way again. And then come back up over the other side. Right, that's exactly what we're going to do. And hope whoever's shooting at us from behind cannot hit shots. I think, luckily, managed to evade the worst of that situation. But yeah, I could not see where those shots were coming from for the life of me when I tried peeking there. But I'm glad I evaded the danger, because that could have been an unfortunate death right off the rip, and we don't really want that right now. The only thing we want to do is focus on getting this wine bottle from the liquor store, and then get the hell out of this raid. Plus, with this AK being single fire as well, it wouldn't have been too bad in like that engagement, but if they ended up pushing us for whatever reason, it wouldn't have been ideal for us. That body kind of blocked us there. So someone's just gone into a liquor store we need to go into, which is a little unfortunate, but okay. Don't know if any of our shots hit there. I think a couple of them might. We could have obviously magnified our scope a little bit to give us a bit more range, but in the heat of the moment I kind of just went ahead and gone, you know what, let's just shoot down sight, or shoot whilst we're ADS in here, and see if we can pick off. I'm guessing it was a player, but pick them off whilst they're here. Now I know this bottle can spawn in various different places in here, which is why I'm kind of checking everywhere whilst we move across the map, move around the store. They can also spawn in this back section as well, as far as I'm aware. Wait, that came up with, there we go, I was about to say that came up with the little white dot which tells you that you have something nearby that you can go ahead and loot. Let's go ahead and crack this hot rod real quick before we decide to move out. So I'm just trying to think, if we want to just get out of this raid, we could go Mirror Avenue. We have a slot available for the flare for that particular exfil, so it's not like we don't have that option available to us. But I'm a little concerned about the person that we were shooting at and where they've gone. But I think we're just going to make a dash for it and hope for the best. Also, I don't know if stopping to loot this is the right call, but we're going to do it anyway. What is that? Fuel, okay. Not too fussed about fuel right now because we don't have a generator going. We still need to find a measuring tape to go ahead and unlock the security before we have the opportunity to go ahead and unlock the what do we call it? I can't remember what I was just saying. Oh, the generator. We're not going to go any further than this. We're just going to pop that and then wait for the flare to kind of appear, which it has, and now we can go down here to exfil from the raid. So couldn't quite see any of the people that we got shot at by, but we took some shots at a PMC, it looked like. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make those shots count, which was a little unfortunate, but at the same time, I'm quite glad we didn't, because we don't have the space for like any of the loot we just picked up. Like all of the loot that we've just grabbed out of that raid, we don't have any room for. So It's quite good that we didn't kill that PMC, at least I think it was a PMC, because if we had gone to him, looted them, come out of the raid, it would have been the case that we just wouldn't have anywhere to put the weapons and whatever else we ended up getting off of them. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and just turn in the wine bottle for Luxurious Life, which gives us background check, which is the bronze pocket watch task on customs, which is what we'll end up doing next. But we now need to figure out, how are we going to sort out our stash here? We can put the propane there. Anything we're going to sell we'll put on top of the Zook. Anything else we'll put down the bottom. Do we have room in... Oh, we have room in here. Let's put that in there. Let's put this in there. Let's put this in there. The unknown key we actually want to take in, so we'll put up there for now. Okay, so we've got a little bit more room to store a bit more loot now. We're going to take the grand juice in with us. The apple juice will probably sell. The parts we are going to keep down here for now. Same with this. The ice cream tea will sell because we've got quite a few. The Zibbo we can sell. The power cord will be ending up handing in if we find the other bit that we need. But I think anything that's above this propane, I'm just going to go ahead and sell for now. Solely because I just do not have the room to store any of it at this present moment. So anything from the duct tape upwards that isn't a weapon, we're just going to go ahead and sell, I think, just to get some money going. So if we go to Peacekeeper first, just to get some money up on him, as we've said before. We'll then go to Jaeger, because Therapist is going to be quite easy for us to gain some money with. And then Therapist can have the last couple of items there as well. So, we have a little bit more room in the stash, but not a lot. So let's have a look at what we actually need to upgrade our stash size here, and also what we need to upgrade some of the bits in our hideout in general. So we have the shooting range done, so we just go ahead and install that. So when it comes to laboratory, what do we need here? We need toothpaste and toilet paper. The workbench needs one more set of screw nuts. We got bolts that raid, so that's fine. We didn't sell something we needed. And then we just need vitamins. Okay, so it's going to be worth us going to probably Crack House and Stronghold this customs run. But the main thing we're looking to do is obviously the Bronze Pocket Watch and the Extortionist. But without further ado, guys, we're going to jump into a customs run and hopefully get these two tasks completed. Alrighty, so we are into customs, and this is actually a really, really nice spawn for us to go to Crack House. It's also a really nice spawn for us to go to Stronghold as well. I'm probably just going to go ahead and take the things that we know we need for like tasks and hideout for loot purposes over anything else, solely because I think it's just going to be more beneficial to do it that way whilst we have limited stash space. So this Soleil was huge. I honestly thought I saw a shadow at the corner of my eye. I'm going to take the CMS even though it's not required yet. I know it is a task item further down the line. I didn't mean to bring this UMP in. I honestly thought I'd popped that back into my stash, but it's fine. At least we have like a full auto backup weapon if we need it. And as I said, unlike Ground Zero, Customs always seems to pop off right at the start of the raid. Which is nice, because it doesn't kind of put me in that situation that I was in on Ground Zero just a moment ago, where I'm like, have we actually like loaded the mods properly, etc.? This time around, like, I'm like, okay, we're fine, like, everything's okay. We don't need to worry. But I'll probably end up using the... Is that a logistics key? No, okay. We'll probably end up using the UMP if we get into like a really close quarters encounter. We need this gas analyzer. It is after doing the Soleil task, but we will take it. I don't think we need the blue tape right now. Gas Annie? Ah, the manual, okay. I was hoping for another gas analyzer. That would have been huge right there. Because that would have been all the gas analyzers we need. I'm going to take the survival lighter, even though it's not something we actually technically need right now. We'll take it anyway. UV lamps when I leave. I'm just going to drop this pistol. Again, it's something that I've got to bring in. We do need these nuts. We don't need the cricket right now. Okay, so we have an airdrop coming in. So airdrops are something that I was contemplating having in the series or not, but it is something that I feel is worth us having. Even though the bots don't really understand how to loot the airdrops, as you've seen over the course of all the raids we've done so far, which is what, 12 raids, this is the first airdrop we've actually had dropping into the map. So we don't need to worry too much about those spawning in too frequently, and it's dropping right on us actually, which is quite nice, but it was also very loud when that plane's overhead. Don't need the AWL, we'll take the Volvex. We don't need this nuts, we will take this, we'll take this for some money, and we'll take the wires. Okay, we still need to wait for this airdrop, which is over here, so we'll just go and sit in a shack real quick whilst that's coming down, which is this one here. We'll just sit in here, see if anyone passes by us whilst we wait for that airdrop to come down. Bear with me. Right, that should be enough time for us to poke our head back out and see if this airdrop's landed yet. So it's almost there. What the hell was I stuck on? Oh, the pole. I was so confused. I was like, what am I stuck on here? We do need to come back to this area of the map for the Bronze Pocket Watch quest. So it is somewhere we will be revisiting. But we do need to go and get the actual key before we do that. So it doesn't seem like there's any scavs or players in the general vicinity. And unfortunately I was spamming my... Why is there weapon crates in here, bro? That's different. Okay. In that case, the wires can go when we can get rid of them. So I want to take these two weapon crates. So I don't think I can... like open them up, and I just remembered we've got this stuff in here, so we'll get rid of that. Although, put those in there, take that, take this, we'll take the mule for sure. The auger, I really want to take that as well. Those fast MTs are the fast MTs we want, so we will go ahead and take that. Right, so we want to keep hold of, we don't need the CMS, we want to keep hold of Soleil with the screw nuts. We're capable of this. We can drink that, we'll keep hold of this, keep hold of the mule.
Search. Need to search this. Maybe it can make something useful.
Oh, that's a okay nade, but it wasn't great. Okay, let's go and figure out what we're going to do with this loot not in the open. I'm just glad I heard the bush rumbles there. The utility key we'll put here. I really want this site, but we're not going to be able to take everything. So I think everything here can just go, and we'll take the weapon cases. But I am going to heal up real quick, so we did take a little bit of damage from, I'm not guessing, it was APMC. And let's go ahead and reload our AK. I've also just remembered that we haven't actually repacked the mag we used on Ground Zero. Okay, that PMC doesn't look like they're peeking through there again. Although I can hear someone. That's one down. I'm pretty sure there was another one that I heard as well in that area. But we are just going to take this. Oh, we do have a bit of room. Take the AP ammo, we'll take the ibuprofen, we'll take this, and we'll take the VOG. Because we can throw the VOG over the fence. Like so. Just in case there's another PMC there. The downside of taking these two weapon cases that are sealed though is we are chonky. So I say I heard some movement over there. Okay, there's a Gen 4, which is going to make us even heavier, but we are going to take it. A Gen 4 and a level 7? No wonder they tanked the first few bullets we threw out at them. We did just drop a mag, but that's fine. Is that a key card? That's the key card for, oh, what's it called? Interchange, if I'm not mistaken. But we will go and have a quick look to see what loot this PMC had. But we'll do that once we've sorted out our mag situation in here. Because our mags are fairly empty. And we don't want a situation where we run out of ammo in a gunfight. I kind of really wish we could I really wish we could open these weapon crates in raid. So at least that way we'd be able to see like what's in them and whether they're actually worth us taking. And obviously we now have the situation where we do not have the room to put them in our stash. So Kedda, we should really be taking dog tags. We'll take the pistol. We'll go and grab the dog tag from the other player as well before we grab our backpack. This is a USEC and a USEC, lovely. That's 2 more kills towards friend from the west. Right, let's go and grab our bag and then we can head to dorms to get the check-in key, which is obviously needed for the you know what, this MP5, this UMP that we've got, we could probably just go ahead and drop. We do have the mule obviously to use, which is really handy in the case that we have this much gear on us right now. So we'll just go ahead and reload there. But we want to go to dorms to grab ourselves the checking key to come back. So I might, I'm thinking actually to drop my bag somewhere that's going to be handy in terms of like being able to pick it up after check-in. But I don't want any like PMCs to find it, so I'm probably going to put it in this bush here, next to the tiger car thing that you've got to mark for Peacekeeper eventually. And at least this way we're not like super heavy trying to run through the whole map. So we've got to come back over here anyway, and when we come back over here we can pop the mule to get over the other side of the map, which will probably go through Stronghold side and kind of go from there. And we've got a little bit of working out to do with our stash. Obviously we've got the sorting table that we can use to move things around, which is fine. But when it comes to the actual like placing the stuff into our stash, we have run out of room a little bit. So these doors being open means that PMCs / scavs have rolled through here already. So we do need to be careful of that. This door doesn't normally spawn open. Quick check in there. So a lot of these doors that are open do not spawn open. That door obviously we knew was open. Okay. So far, coast is clear for us just to come in here and grab this key. This is where I get like doinked from across the way. Do I want to drop anything? Probably not, because if we do need to reload, we'll just reload and grab the mag. But let's get the hell out of here. Go and get this pocket watch, go and get the document for skier, and then get out with our bag. So we'll probably grab the pocket watch first, come back for our bag and go around that way. Or do we grab our bag first? I think we grab our bag first and then we'll rotate through the stronghold side of the map. So that will give us the best opportunity to see if old gas is open, and it will also give us the best opportunity to also grab the item we need for skier as well. And we've got to remember we do have a Salewa on us. So we do need to ensure that this raid is a successful extract in that regard. Let's very quickly just reload whilst we have the opportunity and we know we're relatively safe. And then we'll jump back into the bush next to here to grab our bag, which I've just... I was about to say I just walked over, but I didn't. Okay. So we're not regaining stamina, which is to be expected because of how heavy we are. So I'm going to go into this bush here and just chill for a second before we move into this side of the map, or this area of the map should I say. Just so we can regain stam and we can go to the fuel truck with the machinery key to grab the item we need for Prapor. And whilst we chill, we'll just go ahead and repack our mags. Obviously we could drop this Gen 4 armor and go grab our trooper armor again to be a little bit lighter, but this armor is going to be very handy for like PvP situations, so that is why I want to kind of keep hold of that if possible. Obviously airdrop's still here. That won't be touched for the rest of this raid, I don't imagine, because as I said, the bots don't really know how to loot the airdrops, but I put them in with like a relatively high spawn rate, so hopefully we shouldn't see too many over the course of the episodes. Go ahead and grab that, and we'll wait for our stam to replenish before we decide on our next move. So we just heard shots here by Stronghold. So let's go ahead and pop a Vaseline, and then we'll also pop the Mule Stim, and that way we should be able to just traverse through the map a little bit more freely, rather than having to worry about the weight. And it should also allow us to get to the location of the item for skier without too much hassle. But yeah, that mule stim was huge. If we didn't find that mule stim, this would have been a very painful journey through the map. But one thing I have learned from watching like Sheaf do anything in Tarkov really, like hardcore series, normal account, all that kind of stuff, is just pop your backpack somewhere if you're heavy that you can remember where it is and then come back for it later. Especially if you're potentially looking to do more looting, or you know you're like overweight and you need to go and get a task done or something. So that's something that I'm trying to incorporate into this SPT Tarkov series. It's something that I was going to implement into my Tarkov gameplay overall, but obviously with everything surrounding the actual live version of this game right now, as I mentioned in episode 1, I feel that the SPT version, like the single player aspect of things with the mods, is going to be a bit of a better situation for us to go ahead and play. I want to see if old gas is open. I can't see any green smoke, meaning it is not. Therefore, we don't have to come back to this location. we can just go ahead and vault over this, grab our item and head over to the ZB101 extract, or even have a look for ZB102. How long have we got left in this raid? We've got 22 minutes, we've got plenty of time to grab the item we need and get out of this map. I'm actually very tempted, you know, and I'm going to do it. I'm just going to drop my bag here, then I'm going to go and head to the item location and then come back, because we have a sniper scav spawn up on this roof, but it looks like we are clear, and then obviously scavs can be in the courtyard here too, and I don't want to be caught with like a heavy backpack on my back. Okay, so there is a scav or a player or someone over there, so dropping our backpack was definitely the right choice, I feel. So yeah, they're over where that flashlight is. So right now we don't need to worry about them. We'll just head back to our bag here. Grab our bag and then we'll just go to see if 102's open. But we do also need to remember that the scav or player, whoever it is down this way to our left. So if they do spot us, we do need to do something about it. So this extract is actually open, which is really handy for us, meaning we don't have to travel all the way down to ZB101. And I can't see that flashlight anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and probably safely assume that the scav or player isn't nearby, so we can just go ahead, get into this extract and get out of the raid. But the airdrop, us looting the airdrop almost cost us our life when it came to this raid. Can we not turn that light off? Is that not a thing in here? No, it is. Okay, we just missed. Cool. Lovely stuff. So that is 2 more quests done. We also obviously have these weapon cases to unpack and see what sort of loot we do end up acquiring out of those. And we also got 2 USECs and 2 scavs in terms of kills that raid, meaning we've got a couple more kills towards Friends from the West Part 1. So all in all, not a bad customs run. 2 tasks completed, obviously the additional Solero, which is really nice. We've got a gas analyzer as well, which will feed into the next couple of quests that we have coming up for Therapist. I think we now have 2 gas analyzers in total. But let me hand in the quest bits first. So skier tasks, we'll turn in these 2 dog tags, and then we'll also hand in the extortionist task as well. So we now need to find 2 flash drives for skier, and then on background check we can turn in a pocket watch, which gives us shootout picnic and also delivery from the past. So shootout picnic and search mission don't actually lead into anything else, but if we ever go back to woods we can kind of tie those in. Delivery from the past, we need the Tarko Director's office key. We will hand in Solera in a minute. The office key, we only need 4 crackers. We can buy 2 crackers now and then wait for the reset. So I think that's something we will definitely end up doing in terms of getting that done for Therapist. But before I do anything else, I want to go ahead and I want to get our workbench going in the hideout. And I also want to go ahead and probably make a bit of room in terms of our stash. So I just go to character real quick and turn those there. Go back to the hideout, we can now construct our workbench, which is really handy. But then if we go to our character, we really need to sell some things. And I'm tempted to sell the Glock mags and ammo just because we've done the stirrup task. So we will go ahead and sell those to Peacekeeper, because that is taking up quite a bit of space right now. Obviously we're using an AK right now, so we'll keep hold of the AK rounds. That can be sold. Peacekeeper for whatever reason won't take this PST ammo. We have BS, FMJ and BT. Let's keep hold of the BS. I'm probably going to sell this right here, because we're not going to be using that anytime soon. Meaning we have a little bit more room up here to move our ammo. Can I sell this stack? I can sell this stack of PST, so we'll go ahead and do that. We can move up the RPK, which does mean we can move this Zook rig up here, which gives us a little bit more space. However, I think it's going to be in our best interest to go ahead and sell a lot of the stuff that we don't necessarily require right now. I'm also potentially thinking, do I just get this scavenger case? Do I have the money for it? I do. We could just get this scavenger case and then put some stuff in there, because I think this is a little bit like the scav junk box, just a little bit smaller if memory serves. It is, okay. So we'll go ahead and do this. I don't know why I didn't think of doing this earlier rather than obviously just putting stuff in there. But yeah, my memory kind of failed that this was a thing. So obviously in the live version of the game, we don't have access to these like scav case items. So I'm actually really glad that this is a thing in this particular or one of my mods, because it just allows us to buy them and have so much more room. We can sell that axe now actually that we have Jaeger unlocked. So let's go and do that real quick just to get some money back from that purchase. And that actually frees up a ton of room. So I'm going to actually probably use quite a few of these scav cases in this playthrough. As I said, I completely forgot that they were a thing. Let's put that in there. But yeah, I completely forgot they were a thing. I completely forgot that we were able to actually use them as a storage thing. So we can now go ahead and unpack this, which gives us... It gave us a few things for weapons, but not a bunch. So like we need this sausage eventually for a quest. So we've got 7 and 40 rounds. Like these two, all of that can be sold. We can keep all of this stuff. The cats can be sold, even though they are heavy bleeds. We've got a Calic B right now. The 7 and 40 we'll put down here. Oh, crackers, that's huge. We need those. We need the squash. This can be sold. We'll keep that suppressor. We'll keep that suppressor. The RPK drum mag's huge. We've got an RPK. The Tarky can be sold. Is there anything else that came out of there that we don't want? We don't want this mag because that came out of there as well. This mag we'll keep because we obviously are using AK right now. So yeah, this stuff right here we'll go ahead and just sell to Jaeger real quick. How much we actually sold through Therapist? Quite a bit. So yeah, Jaeger can have this stuff just to start getting his money up. And then Peacekeeper can have this mag. Jaeger, you can have this. Okay. So that is one down. Can we go ahead and unpack the next one into the sorting table? No. Slightly annoying, but it is what it is. A few more stims, a bunch more 7 and 40 rounds. And, oh, this is our last Iskra for Jaeger. That's huge as well. Okay. That has come in clutch. So that opens up Tarkov Shooter Part 1 and 2 and the Eliminate Scouts Without Body Armor. So we can go into woods if we really wanted to next raid now. That's actually really, really handy. Tashonka will keep. The squash will keep. All of that can be sold as well as this. Oh, that's huge as well. 60 round mag. We need that. 2 crackers. We can get the key that we need for delivery from the past now as well. Can I put this on anything? I put it on the AK that we just got out of there. We'll sell this. I didn't even... Oh, we've got 2 AKs. Okay, I didn't even realise that we got AKs. I honestly thought they were already in our stash. So that's me being completely blind. This site can be sold as well. So just go ahead to traders and sell what we can to Jaeger out of this. We can actually sell that to him as well. And then Peacekeeper, you can have these two. Don't actually think we're going to use the AK-105, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell that. We use the 545 because that's what we're using right now. I'm very tempted to go in with the VPO into woods, just because it's got a suppressor. But we will need to buy ammo for it if we ended up doing that. Obviously, we've got the gas analyzer down here. Let's just go ahead and put all of our 7N40 into our backpack real quick, because we can now go ahead and just unload this ammo like so. That is a lot of 7N40 ammo as well, which is really nice because, as I said, we are using AKs currently. We'll put this. So what can we can store 1 thing in there, so BP can go in there. We can store 2 things in there, so we'll put 7N40 rounds in there for now. So these AI2s, now that we're actually finding more meds, we can just go ahead and get rid of those to therapist. A lot of these keys, I don't actually know what they're like, if they're any good. So you'll have to let me know in the comment section down below if they are any good or not. The AP ammo we'll keep. Obviously ibuprofen we'll keep. Is there a med thing? I'm pretty sure there's a med thing we can buy from therapist as well, right, that we can use to store our meds. A small medical pouch. I don't think that's going to have much room. Yeah, it's not going to have a lot of room. It's obviously a storage thing, which will free up space though. And I think we buy 2 of these, just so we have a bit more room and we can store our meds in them. So we just go to the sorting table real quick and chuck all of our med bits in here that we have available. Bosh. Do we have any other meds hiding anywhere? I have some Vaseline here. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. That's a bunch of bits and bobs we need for like quests and barters and stuff. We have an S march here. Is this a bear tag? That is a bear tag. I don't know if we need this. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh no. Okay, that's the key we've just picked up. I was like, oh, I completely forgot we actually already have a logistics key. No, that is the same key that I thought was logistics before. Let's put that key there, and we can do something like this for now. I don't actually know if I can grab the hedonic yet. I would have to go and check that in a second. But that's a couple of med pouches, which I want to put down the bottom here. So let's just do this and put those down here. And just to make it a little bit more uniform, we'll do this as well. Do I have more room in one of these for my stims? I do. So let's put all the stims we can in here for now, whilst we don't have a stim case, which is basically all of the stims we had down there anyway. So that's actually really handy. We just have to remember that we have all of our stuff in the scav case, like a lot of our stuff in the scav case and the med pouch. But that has freed up quite a significant amount of room for us in terms of being able to take things and put them lower in our stash. We do obviously have a CMS in there, I just noticed, but we'll leave that in there for now. So what do I want? I don't necessarily want to run this Gen 4 armor on woods. So we do need to go in without body armor, so we could just keep that there. But then I'm also tempted just to sell this to Ragman, you know. But he won't be able to take it because of, I guess, the durability. We could sell to Fence if we wanted to. There's a bunch of keys on Fence. Let's just identify these. Is that ZB014? No, okay. That's a Skybridge key for... Oh, how big's this? How big's this? Oh, that's significantly bigger than the one we've already got. Let's buy that. It's bigger than the one we've just got. We will sell the Gen 4 armor just because we're not going to use it. But this pouch is bigger than this one right here. So we'll go ahead and sell that to Ragman and take that back. I'm pretty sure can Ragman take these? They can. Lovely. So we'll do this. So that's really handy. What tasks we do here? Shoreline and dorms. I think we might need keys for these. I'm not too sure. We'll have to kind of take a look. But do I want to buy? Do I want to use this? We only have Ultra Nozzler, which is the downside. I think we leave this, you know. I think we leave this for like when we have to go shoreline or something like that. And we just run this AK. So the AK has been working quite well for us. So I think we run the AK. Do I have the barter unlocked for the hedonic yet? We don't. There is a lunchbox though, which is interesting. How big's this? Not very big. Okay. We'll have to wait until we get Jaeger level 2 then for the hedonic, but we have a lot of the things to barter for that hedonic with him, so that's fine. So I think what we're going to do now is go into woods, because we need to get scav kills without body armor. Also, we could potentially do Tarkov Shooter Part 1 and 2 as well. If we do that, we probably take in the MP7 rather than what we've got on us right now in the AK, thinking about it. And it also allows us to do search mission and shootout picnic. I almost combine those two together. So I think that's what we're going to do. You know, we'll take the bolt action. The pistol will probably actually just sell to Peacekeeper. Just sell this to Peacekeeper. Okay, so let's put on the MP7. And we want to trade the mags we've got going on in there for the MP7 mags that we have. Just need to see if I can find the other MP7 mags. Are they in here? Well, there's one. I swear I had more than 2 mags for the MP7. I could be wrong though. I could be very wrong. Currently, I think it's just those 2, you know. So I'm not seeing any other. Okay, I'm not seeing any other mags for the MP7. So we'll just buy another one from Scorpion. And then we want to go ahead and link search, because I'm pretty sure we got rid of quite a few rounds. We'll get the subsonic rounds. We'll get all 280 actually, just because I feel that we are going to be using this MP7 a fair bit moving forward. Go ahead and do that. Chuck one of those in there and do this. So we don't need that much spare ammo. So we'll probably put a 70 stack back in and then put these 2 here. So we do have a bit more room in the stash to go ahead and actually loot this raid. So that's really handy. Obviously, we've got the stuff to grab from our tasks as well. So do I go ahead and grab those now? Because there's a few things I'm probably just going to end up selling. Like we can run this armor. And then we'll just sell this weapon. Even though it's not a bad weapon for the start of like a wipe, for example. There's a bit of modding you can do. It might not even be this VPO. There is a VPO though that's very, very good for the start of wipes on the live servers, which I highly recommend using if you want like a budget weapon to use. We do have the SKS. I think it's actually this VPO. I can't remember entirely, unfortunately. But we are just going to go ahead and take all of our items here. We'll probably actually sell that fast MT to Ragman. But let's go ahead to Peacekeeper, who can have these 2 and this. Ragman, you can have this helmet. We need to unload the FMJ boxes, should I say. So we're not going to be using the... Are we going to use FMJ? Is this the good ammo, or is it... No, it's not. It's not. Okay. We're just trying to remember if the FMJ was good ammo, but it's not. And I do apologise about the amount of like talking and waffling I'm doing right now and like stash sorting. But as you saw, I basically had no room in the stash, so I wanted to make sure I had a bit more room in the stash so we're able to actually like loot a little bit more freely and also take our rewards from our quests that we've been doing. Survival light can go down there for now. Actually, is that the one that has... Yeah, it's got Ollie Logistics. I knew there was something that I wanted to keep these for going forward, and it is the Ollie Logistics if we don't find that key. And then one other thing I think we can grab is... oh yeah, no, we've got Prapor. Okay, we've got an absolute Chad kill. Nice one, bud. I didn't realise the bot AI in this game actually send you messages. That's awesome. That is actually an awesome feature. GG's to that PMC AI. Was not aware that they could do that in the slightest. However, we have a decent chunk of change again. How much are those little scav-like cases? So it's basically half a mil for one, and obviously a full mil for a big one. So I might grab another one and then save up for a big one later on down the line. I'm not sure yet. We need one of these. So what's the barter? The other toothpaste. Okay, cool. I wonder if this works like a docs case. How big is it? It's actually fairly big. It's bigger than a docs case. But I don't know if it works like one. Obviously, we don't really have the room for it right now. But once we get a bigger container, it might be something worth checking. But regardless, guys, we're going to jump into the next raid of the episode, which is going to be on the woods. We're going to try and get the shooter... I was about to say Shooter Born in Heaven. It's not. Tarkov Shooter Part 1 and 2 done. As well as killing scavs without body armor, we've got to make sure we take our body armor off, because obviously we put that press armor on. We also want to see if we can get some shootout picnic kills, and we also want to try and get search mission done as well. So this is going to be a fairly big raid if we can go ahead and survive. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a woods run. Alrighty, we are now in woods. I'm not actually too sure where we have spawned, so I don't really want to move anywhere right now. Just to be on the safe side, but I think we are behind Scav House. I think. So if you run this way, I think we are in a good spot to be okay. I just want to make sure I see Scav House before I confirm that though. We do have it. Okay, that's good. So there's some shots up ahead. Whereabouts those shots are, I'm not sure, but it's in the general area of ZB014, I do believe. And it sounds like one person may have already won that fight because the shots have kind of ceased. We didn't bring any ammo for our Mosin, so we only have 4 shots in our Mosin. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to make the most out of the Mosin shots, but use the SMG for our kills, which is fine. Not ideal, because obviously we would have preferred to have got a few kills, not even a few kills, but we would have preferred to have got a few shots down range with I do have a nade. Lovely, we managed to pick someone off there. Is this one single? It is. I'm so glad I checked. That was a scav. The second one was a scav. I'm pretty sure the first person was a PMC. Unfortunately, the scav kind of spawned on us before I had a chance to take the armor off. Is that all of the healing we need to do? It is. Okay. Just reload our MP7 real quick. So there's our kill here. I don't know if any of those shots would have counted for Tarkov shooter, unfortunately. So I don't think we were far enough away. Were you a PMC? Not PMC, a USEC you were. That's huge. Morphine will take you. Can I take... I can. Let's do this. What ammo did you have in this? Not great ammo. Okay. Cool. Right, let's go and see what this scav had as well. Which was over here somewhere. If memory serves. Yet, just here. So unfortunately, we did end up having to kill this scav. How have they got those two on if they're not compatible? We did have to kill this scav with our body armor on. But that is what it is. We'll take this just in case we run out of Alec bead. And we're going to go ahead and actually do this. Okay, let's go. So the next port of call is to go and try and get search mission done, because we have a spawn that we can actually head over in that direction for. Once we've got search mission done, we can then look to try and get the kills for unprotected but dangerous, or whatever it's called. Okay, so the PMC did hit us on our body armor. I thought they did. If we didn't have that on, we're basically a sitting duck for them. So I'm quite glad. Quite glad we had it on. I'm also glad we had it on there too. Holy cow. It's another PMC kill down. USEC? USEC, lovely. Oh, we need that measuring tape. Don't need the croutons. There's no ammo in there. There wasn't really any ammo. US rounds. Don't need those. Okay, onwards. So, 2 USEC kills at the start of this raid and a scav kill. Unfortunately, the scav kill wasn't with any armor. But we can't really complain with that kind of start. I do need to repack my MP7 mags at some point now. So I think we're going to find somewhere that's going to be a little bit safer for us to do so before we end up sitting and doing it. Let's kind of use this bush as a bit of cover. Just repack our MP7 mags real quick. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get any kill, like the kill on the scav without body armor. Quite glad we had it on though for the PMC fights. Because the first one got us by surprise. The second one sort of got us by surprise, but we managed to make the most out of a bad situation. We only used like 3 or 4 rounds out of that mag, so that's fine. Did we get any shots? Yeah, okay, no we didn't. Just seeing if I got any shots over 40 meters with the 4 Mosin shots we used to drop the first PMC. But unfortunately, they were a little too close to us, which is why I was trying to back up. Like, I threw the nade and backed up. So I was trying to see if I could get over 40 meters. Unfortunately, we were still a little too close. We're probably about 28, 29 meters away, I'd say. Maybe a little bit closer than that even. But 2 PMC kills, which are both USEX as well, is actually really, really helpful towards Throne from the West Part 1. Because sometimes running into bears and killing bears is like the bane of my existence when it comes to that particular task. So I'm quite glad it seems that with the PMC AI in this particular like single player version of the game actually has a reasonably fair split between PMC bears and PMC USEX. I was about to say PMCs and PMCs then, which would have made no sense. But yes, it seems to have a fair kind of balance between the two. But we're going to go and do search mission. We might even head up to the area that a bunch of scavs can spawn up by the antenna. Because if we go over there and there are a bunch of scavs, we can potentially get the unarmed but extremely unprotected but dangerous task done. And I know you can get on top of this rock, but I'm just going to focus on the task at hand right now. But also do a little bit of looting whilst we're here too. So we have a weapon here. AK-103. Not really too hot on wanting to take that if I'm honest. That actually we need for Gunsmith Part 1, so we will grab it for now. I'm not really too fussed about the Gunsmith tasks, or trying to get those done currently. Solely because once we have the flea unlocked, it's going to be a little bit easier for us to grab the required items. Don't really want augmenting. We'll take the SPT. Excuse me. I don't know what it is when I'm recording, but about this point in the recording process, I always start getting like a bit of a dry throat, even though I have like a drink on me at all times. So it is slightly frustrating that I have to clear my throat every so often. But we'll roll with it, it is what it is. Take that ammo as well, actually. So we do have med spawn, like med spawns across the way, and I was about to say, I'm pretty sure this is a med case as well. We need that TP. Like, I've not been taking toilet paper because I've been like, oh yeah, we've got toilet paper. We don't have toilet paper. OPSKS. This is actually the one we can put a sight on, if I'm not mistaken. But at the same time, don't really want to take it right now. We'll leave it for the time being. Let's just check these ration supplies here too. See if we can get something for like hydration purposes and for hydration purposes as well as... Do I need this for anything? No. Hydration purposes and energy purposes. Because we need a bit of energy right now. We practically have no energy. Well, I say we have no, we have 40 energy, which isn't a lot. So we do need to try and get something to improve that for ourselves. There is that dead scav over there. I always forget that he's like over there, I'm always like, oh yeah, we can just like go into the USEC camp, grab the stuff from in there, and then move on. Oh, huge. Last layer we need. That's massive. We'll definitely be taking that. And a nice nice handguard for what looks to be an AK. We're going to go ahead and drop our fast MT. Do I have anything in here? I don't. That's fine. But yeah, we'll drop our fast MT and we'll pick up the exfil helmet there. Because we should get that fast MT back on insurance anyway. Those peas and that pineapple juice are going to be handy to have for hydration and energy. Do we have a Ledex here? That would be absolutely massive. I honestly, I thought that was one for a second. I was about to freak out. It's a golden star. Okay, nothing on the floor really that's of any use to us anyway. So going down to the truck will give us the finish on search mission. We have one scav kill so far, so we do need to try and find a few more scavs. So I think going up to the antenna is definitely a good play. I'm just really bummed that we got Mosin ammo. Like, if I'd remembered to put Mosin ammo on, then we would be able to also look to get a few shots on scavs or PMCs from 40 meters out in the legs and the head, and also obviously get the kills from 40 meters out. But for getting the Mosin ammo is not ideal in the slightest. Right, that is search mission done. I'm just hoping that we don't have the goons up here. We need that for a daily. I would take the sledgehammer, but considering we're going to be like moving through the map a little bit more, the sledgehammer is just going to weigh us down a ton. And I just don't think it's worth us taking for the time being. We don't actually need that AA back. Right. Let's go and see if we have any scavs up here. If the goons were up here, I would have expected them to have shot me down by the convoy. So I've had that happen in the past. I've been looting those crates at the convoy, and I've had the goons up here. There is someone over here. Or something. Ow. Blew my leg out with a shotgun, bro. How can you see me? Shots to my left as well. This is not good. And they're at me. Leave me alone. I was like, oh yeah, I'll come up here and try and get some scav kills. Pretty sure these are scavs, but they are cracked. We're just going to have to take the risky surgery here, unfortunately. Make sure we're not being like crept up on from behind whilst we do it. I've always been bad at completing this quest for Jaeger. Like, I've always ended up taking damage or dying on a couple of attempts. Which is why I'm trying to be a little smart about it. So I'm pretty sure that's one. That's two. Blew my stomach out. Not ideal. I have to do surgery on that as well real quick. I'm pretty sure there's at least one more around here. That scav we just killed, I think, was the guy that was blasting us with the shotgun. That's over the other side. So our surgery skill's gone up to level 1. Saw another scav coming up the hill. Okay, one of the people we have killed was a PMC. Just gotta remember, he's got a Vepr hunter. Is that someone? No. Let's throw the flash out, see if we can get any. Okay, no indication. What ammo have you got? Not worth, I don't think. I'm not sure where this scav that just threw that nade is. We need one more. Okay, I thought it was, for some reason my brain thought it was 3 that we needed. It was actually 5. But that's fine. That's at least 4 out of them done. Let's go underground real quick, like heal up fully. And don't have a flashlight, that's fine. I pressed T thinking I had a flashlight, but I don't. Light bulb. Okay, let's repack our mags, fully heal up, and then we'll peek out and see if we can get this last scav kill. Just heard someone sprint in. So there's definitely at least a AI or a AI. There's either a PMC or a scav above us. Just make sure we've got all of our mags topped up, and then we'll peek out and see what's going on. Pop in my Vaseline before I do anything here. Try and use the cover of the trees. So there's a couple of sets of shots over here. I am being peppered with heavy bleeds. Those shots are behind us. I really think we need to go and grab our armor. Or we could just dip actually. Grab our armor and dip, that's probably the best play. We've got our scav kills, that's what we came for. As much as I'd love to go and loot, I just don't think that's the ideal situation here. We're at least going to back up to a point where we can serve kit our stomach. Like, we don't really need any of the loot off of those scavs. What exfils do we have? It's over this side, right? Okay, so that's going to be at least 2 tasks done. Progress on shootout picnic as well. Just got to make sure we don't fully use this Salewa, and then that'll be the Salewa task done for Therapist as well. So all in all, this will be a very nice raid. There is the exfil that we could potentially go to in like the little area before the village, which means we'd have to fork left and towards the shots that we just heard, but that shouldn't be an issue, hopefully. We have plenty of time in the raid as well to kind of make that happen. We're just going to top up on our hydration after taking decent damage to the stomach. Plus it also levels our metabolism, which will be handy for future hideout upgrades. Just trying to think, do we want to go to that exfil or just continue this way? I think we'll continue this way actually. Might not be the most optimal decision, but it's the decision I'm going to make. It might be the safer decision, is more to the point. Might be a few more scouts up here that we can potentially get for shootout picnic too. Do we need some mag pack? We do. Okay, our PK's running out. But that's fine. Don't think, okay, we don't need to heal anymore. We have topped everything up. But the one task that I really... Well, there's two tasks I hate doing actually on this map. One being the one we've just done. Wait, do we have something we need to fix with a splint? No, okay. I thought our PK was running out, but it looks like it's not. It just had like the fuzzy effect around the corners of my screen, which normally means your painkiller's running out. But obviously we've still got the grey areas, meaning the painkiller even. Okay, it's just one out. Okay, it was wearing out. I thought so. I was just so confused because the grey bits around the corners of like my screen and like the peripheral vision of my PMC, just I could not see anything. Not see anything. I couldn't see like the changing colour happening. But I am going to go ahead to I think it's Northern UN Robot. Then I'm going to go and head over there for exfil. Okay, so we have a light bleed. We'll just go ahead and patch that up with the Salewa. And continue towards exfil here. I mean, we could go and take the car, but we're not really going to be taking any scav runs into this series. Just because for me the whole point is to go obviously Hatchet to hero with just my PMC. So if God forbid like we have a really bad run of form in an episode where we just do not have any gear left to take in, which hopefully doesn't happen, because we have a fair amount of weapons. It's just mostly like armors that we're low on. No, we don't really have any other armors apart from the press armor we're currently wearing. Obviously we dropped our trooper armor to take the Gen 4, which we then sold. And I wanted to sell the Gen 4 solely due to the fact that I just don't see myself really using it. It's such a heavy armor, and there's so many like good armors that are fairly light in this game now, especially with the new plate system, that it's just like, do I really want to be carrying around a heavy ass Gen 4 armor like on my person? The answer is not particularly. Right, let's loot this weapon crate real quick and then we'll get out of this raid. I mean, I'll take the suppressors, it's good money at the end of the day. But we'll get out of this raid with the 2 completed tasks under our belt. And that will be a nice successful run. Lovely stuff. So yeah, 2 USECs, the rest of scavs. Got our scav kills for the task for Jaeger, and we're pretty much at level 12 out of this too. Go ahead and apply the therapist healing to ourselves as well, and then we can go and hand in these 2 tasks that we have just completed. 3 tasks even, because obviously we've got that Slayer as well. I completely forgot about that. I have to probably pop that Slayer into our stash for it to register, unlike the live version, but that's not a problem. Did not mean to press that one. So, Salewa, done. Bosh. Sanitary standards, done. Bosh. We can hand in one of the 2 for this. And obviously, with this one we need the key, which is fine. Jaeger, we completed this, which gives us the one to stash the water and the ration packs. And I'm pretty sure we can do this as well, which gets us that one completed as well. So all in all, that last raid ended up being quite a decent one for us in terms of being able to just complete a fair amount of tasks, I would like to say. So we are just going to go ahead. We can't put that down in the meds, unfortunately, so we'll put that in there for now. SPT ammo. I mean, we're probably not going to use that for a while. We'll probably end up selling it, if I'm honest. Those dog tags we need to turn into skier. So let's go and turn those in. So we just need one more kill in order to finish off Friend from the West Part 1. So that's very, very handy. And with that tape measure, it means that we can get security done, which also means we can unlock the generator in the hideout also. So security, construct, and generator, construct. Obviously we have no fuel right now, which is why the generator is not going to actually let us use it. We don't really need to use it right now either, and it does also unlock nutrition unit and the water collector. So we need screws, nuts, and also white tape for that. Obviously med station, we just need the vitamins, and then we can buy the bandages. Nutrition unit, we need the salt, and then lavatory, all we need is the toothpaste. So we're pretty much almost there with everything level 1 in our hideout. Go ahead and put that on there. Can't use that on any of them. Do we have space? No, that's fine. Well, not space, but you know what I mean. We'll leave the TP in here so we don't accidentally sell it. Same with this. Slap that on there. The choke and the BP ammo. So if we go to therapist, we can sell her. Actually, not her. Sorry, Jaeger. We can sell him this stuff. Peacekeeper can then have these plus this suppressor. Pretty sure there was another suppressor that we got somewhere as well. Ragman can have that rig. Actually, no. I was going to give Ragman that rig, but I'm going to go ahead and chuck a bunch of loot in here. So again, we've got a little bit more room in the stash. So if we just go ahead and move that over, we can slot that there and put that there. Lovely. So we've got a bit more room now to keep things neat and tidy in the stash. We'll keep the bolts and the rec bat. The paracord we will eventually need, but we're going to sell it for the time being. So if we go to Ragman for the paracord, and then Peacekeeper for this. And then last but not least, we'll just go ahead and grab our meds. We'll probably end up selling a fair few of those to Jaeger, to be fair. Like these painkillers can go, these splints can go. But we'll keep hold of the car med kits, please, thank you. Just so we have a few more meds. Obviously we've got meds in our med pouches, but just a few more meds in general. The AK-MSN we'll probably end up selling for the time being again, just to keep a bit of room in the stash. I'm also probably going to sell the RPK and the drum mag for it, if I'm going to be completely open and honest. Solely because I would like to not have a gun that has a silly amount of recoil on it when I go into raids. And then those PM drum mags, again, they can just be sold. We're not going to be using them anytime soon. But overall, that is going to do it for this particular episode. So if you guys did enjoy the episode, please be sure to hit that like rating and subscribe to the channel for more SPT Tarkov content and gaming content in general. In the description down below, I'll leave links to all my social media. If you guys want to go and follow me over on there, that would be greatly appreciated. I'll also leave links to both my TikTok and Twitch, which I do stream on fairly regularly. So if you want to come and check out the streams, be sure to go to those links and hit that follow button on there as well. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.